In this episode of Hot Rod Garage, we slap the Le Monster back together and take it out on the streets.
You're driving? Seatbelt. Seatbelt.
Yeah, find it.
Seatbelts.
Here we go. There she is. Go. Welcome back to Hot Rod Garage. I'm Tony Angelo. This is my man Lucky Costa. And we're here with our Le Monster, our 65 Le Mans ultimate road trip car. Last time you saw us, we spent a ton of time doing a bunch of sheet metal and rust repair on the body and installed a beefy bracing kit on the frame, sent that thing off to be sandblasted and painted. And now it's time to build this thing. So one thing we almost always do with our projects is that we upgrade this and upgrade that, every aspect of the car, and then eventually we get to finally drive it. It takes forever, and we love this car. We want to get it back on the road. We're going to do a couple key upgrades today and then hit the streets.
What are the key upgrades?
Key upgrades include a full suspension revamp from QA1, Holley fuel injection, and a hooker exhaust system to make sure this thing has some proper growl.
The new Holley fuel injection?
The new.
That's
awesome. All right, let's go. So QA1 came through with a full suspension setup for the Le Monster, coilovers, upper arms, lower arms, sway bars, rear arms for this thing. It should handle awesome. Lucky is tossing that stuff on. We're gonna try to get this thing into a driver very quickly. Anytime you're working with new coilovers, you wanna do a liberal application of anti-seize along the threads. It's really easy for this aluminum on the collars to gall up in here. So if you ever wanna take these off or actually adjust them in the future, it's easy, just a little bit of anti-seize. You see this cool upgraded spring washer?
Oh, with the roller bearings in the middle?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Springs actually rotate when they go up and down, when they compress and extend. And there's less friction with these upgraded cool needle bearings they have for spring seats. Thanks, QA1.
So I just snugged all the bolts on the lower control arms, and we will tighten those down when the car has a load on it, which should just be in a few hours.
Turtley. So I got this cool brace to stiffen this thing up even more, because as our shop manager says, I make everything a race car. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Say, what's the downside?
I don't know. It's made by UMI Performance. It's a pretty cool bolt-in piece. If you don't want to get crazy with bracing the whole frame, it won't nearly do as much, but it's a nice little add-on.
Watch your cranium.
We've got the old rear end in place. All new QA1 stuff is going on with the coilover conversion. So we're gonna yank this all off, lower it down, and start bolting on the good stuff. So QA1 sends out this polyurethane upper bushing for the rear end, which takes out a lot of the slop. We're considering this a temporary rear end, so we're not gonna push this in here. We're on the lookout for like a 12-volt Chevelle rear end. We'll go back and put this thing in, but we really wanna get this car on the road. Right there. The lower coilover bracket from QA1 is this trick little piece. It bolts into the original shock hole, and you just drill an upper hole for a second bolt. Ta-da! Got bolts.
Super!
Okay, so we've got the suspension all back together. In the interest of getting this thing back out on the road and having some fun with it, we're just gonna throw the old transmission and engine back into it. It's a 326 V8, and it's got a 3-speed Pontiac TH350 We're gonna do some really key upgrades to make this thing run way better, be more reliable, and more fun. As always, we wanted to make a bunch more noise because this is a hot rod, so we're gonna ditch these manifolds. First thing we're gonna do is put some headers on there. It's like I might have some interference with this oil filter adapter. How did I get the hard side?
You thought you were leaving me with the hard side.
I did. I really did. I was like,
you tricked
cool.
yourself, dude.
All right, now we have our hooker headers bolted onto the engine. We're going to throw it into our spiffy frame, start some other upgrades.
Keep pushing down. I'm going to lift the motor while you're pushing down. Because all we got to do is get just over that frame notch. Going down. Watch your fingers.
Right there. Perfect.
Ooh, what's got there?
This Holley dual sync distributor.
Oh, look at that right there.
Look at that. What's that going to go to? Special secret stuff.
Computer controlled timing, everything.
Whoa, there's LEDs in there to get a line. This is crazy.
I saw that. I saw the LEDs.
This is nuts. Okay, so we installed that dual sync distributor because we have something rad going on this car. It is Holley's new Terminator Stealth EFI unit, and this is perfect for guys who want that old school look with modern drivability and tunability. Guys like us.
Yes.
To finish off the exhaust, we installed a complete stainless X-pipe system from the hooker headers back. We started by hanging everything in place, adjusted it for fitment, snugged it down, a bit more adjusting, and then we tightened it all up from front to back. One cool little feature of the HBI Customs kit is that they give you these exhaust hangers included in with the frame bracing kit, and there's a couple different mounting points that they have provided. Basically, any exhaust you want, if you get it to fit just right, you're just gonna weld it up in here, and they have these nice silicone hangers. So I'm gonna make these work.
That is a good-looking gearbox right there. Is this an AGR quick ratio box?
It is.
Love those guys.
It's got billet stuff in it.
So I'm getting ready to take the pitman arm off of the steering gearbox. Ideally, there's a cast component, a puller. You don't have to build all this. We don't have one. We have everything else. We just don't have that. So right now, we are either gonna get stitches or the gearbox is gonna come apart. Lucky for us, we are replacing the gearbox. Look at that. Tony.
What's up?
I did it, buddy.
Those are the worst.
Looks like new. Ish.
Next, Lucky ran fresh NPD brake lines and new Earl's feed and return lines from the fuel tank along the frame rails, while I finished up the exhaust by installing the tailpipes.
Holy cow, it worked. Before anybody starts critiquing me on zip ties on spark plug wires, this is just to make sure I have enough length in the wire before I get the actual wire separators made by MSD. I love them, they're special. You like building these wires? Is it fun?
No, it's my least favorite thing to do, so enjoy yourself. I already tightened up the spark plugs. What's left?
You tightened up the old rusty spark plugs that are overspray all over them?
Mm-hmm. So I'm getting ready to set up this Holley Sniper EFI fuel tank. It's an EFI conversion tank that bolts right into our Le Mans to make it for a bunch of different cars with a fuel pump included, sending unit included, everything is all set up, filler neck, complete package, so you can easily fuel inject your old muscle car. So the idea is to adjust the sending unit so that the pivot that the pickup rides on is halfway into your tank. It's half the distance between the top and the bottom. That gives it a nice place for it to have a full stroke with the float and get a good reading. So I'm gonna remove about half of it to get to the 3.5 inches of length that I want. You're gonna remove this upper bracket, and you can get this pivot into place. So I just trimmed the bottom excess off. Now it should fit in the tank. Boom. You like watching me work?
I do, buddy. I can watch you work all day. As long as I don't have to do it, I'm good.
So I'm just preparing our in-tank fuel pump module to go into the tank, which is the same thing. You just kind of have to measure exactly where everything's supposed to go. You measure the depth of your tank. You're gonna put this pump sock about 1/8 of an inch above the floor of the tank, and this return about 1 inch above that. Once everything's in place, you heat this thing up with a heat gun, you get this sort of hard plastic tube a little bit softer, jam the fuel pump in, hose clamps, drop this whole thing in. Cool, all done. So now we've got the frame back painted, loaded up with all that new QA1 suspension stuff, hooker headers, full exhaust, and Holley's new Terminator Stealth EFI system is perched on top. All we have to do now is put the body on, connect about 1 million things, and we can take this thing out on the road. Handles great, dude. I can tell. Whoa.
Oh, she steers good.
Man,
Dude, I'm excited. What about you?
me too. If we get to drive this thing, that'll be a crazy week.
Hold it.
What's up? Keep going?
Oh, it's weird. It's going right on. Yeah, we need to lift the front end a little.
You think? Let's pull these wheels off for good.
Yeah. So we had a little bit of a clearance problem when we were setting the body down. We knew that somebody had done a questionable job replacing the floor reinforcement. However, we didn't ever think it could possibly be this questionable. However, he did do some structural reinforcement. I think these are titanium scraps. Luckily, Tony bought a replacement panel. Third person to leave a comment gets this as a souvenir.
Yeah, just watch those front A-arms and the inner fenders.
Right.
Okay, so we dropped the body onto the frame. Fits awesome. Now we've just got to hook up fuel lines, wiring, cooling, right? Shifter, speedometer. Yeah, lots of stuff. Then we're going to try to get this car back out on the street so we can have some fun. Since we weren't sure the condition of the original cooling system, National Parts Depot sent us out a direct fit, much larger aluminum radiator that bolts right in like stock, fits great, and will keep this thing cool under any circumstances.
Here's Lucky's tech tip for the day. Electrical in old cars is really old. This car's been worked on by a few people, so it's got part of a factory air conditioning harness in it.
If I find any more anti-seize on this car, I'm gonna burn it to the ground.
No, you're not. 60-foot time, buddy. This all helps with 60-foot time. That's a drag racing reference. You're not familiar with it. But the lighter the vehicle, the better the 60-foot time.
Got it. 60 feet seems like a short drag race.
Yeah, it's not much of a drag race.
Got it.
It's over really quick.
All right, so we are working diligently to get this car started up and out onto the road. Fuel lines are done, the body's back on the frame, steering is connected, brakes are connected. Lucky is working on the wiring. About halfway figured out the cooling system. I am muddling together some sort of shifter setup so we can get going, and then hopefully we'll hit it. Oh yeah, it handles like a dream, dude.
Handles like a porch.
We have to both input all the configurations for that distributor, then mechanically set it up with the LEDs inside of it.
That's going to be so much fun for you.
It's gonna be super fun. It's gonna input a signal off that dual sync, and there's a flow chart. So it's basically a distributor to EFI, and then it's gonna go out to the MSD box, then to the coil, and then to the spark plug.
So white wire to white wire. So is that the story you're going with?
White to white, yeah, for sure. We could have gotten the coil driver and the Holley dual sync, and then we wouldn't have needed the MSD box, but we could have gotten an MSD ready to run distributor. That's a little bit more simple than this setup, but this should give us a ton of time and control and a good finished product.
Hey, which one of these wires lets the smoke out?
I don't know, man. Just start pushing them.
We don't want to find that one?
Just start pushing them around. All right, so after fully custom configuring in this dual sync to work with the Terminator Stealth EFI, which is kind of intense. I think we're ready to go. You ready to go?
You got your bachelor's degree in distributor tuning?
Yeah, I got serious. Anyway, let's do it. Ready?
Wait. Go.
Okay. There we go. That's right.
The flywheel
Hell
sounds a
yeah.
little sketchy.
Is that it? Ah, come on.
What'd you do, Tony?
I don't know. To be honest, I have no idea.
Is self-learn activated?
Yeah, I did. I went to close
Let
this.
it get to 160 degrees, it'll start tuning itself.
Leaking anything? It sounds great.
Hey, step on the brakes.
I'm trying to step on the gas, dude.
Turn on the headlights. We got nothing. Let's go for a drive.
All right.
Okay, going straight, it works.
Yeah. Woo! Hell yeah.
Hope they get those sound effects.
There we go. All right.
Okay, we're cruising.
He's running. God, this was a pretty insane
2 days.
crash.
2
Oh my
days.
God, dude. I mean, really, we got the frame back like 2 days ago. It all totally revamped. And now we're cruising in it.
We are
It's
cruising.
crazy.
I'm waiting for the trunk to empty into our heads.
Ugh. Man, it feels really
The
solid.
suspension is right on.
Yeah, this thing kills.
Don't hit the headers.
Oh,
Go wide. So we got no tail lights, no brake lights, no blinkers.
no hood.
2 headlights, no hood.
Nope.
No
interior.
registration.
Yep. No insurance. Oh, she low.
Apparently we're a little low.
Not in that on the
We're gonna be jumping off right here.
Ugh. Man, we're gonna have to raise this up. We're dragging frame a couple places. It's probably not. It has never got to 160, so it's not even tuning stuff yet. It runs so cool with that giant radiator. Yeah, do you remember how bad it ran before?
Oh yeah, it was sketchy.
Yeah. Doesn't know now. It's awesome. Bring it in.
Take her in.
All right. This thing's gonna be so good.
145 degrees, idling at 831. Yeah, so I go in with the laptop and change the tuning to 100 degrees.
But all in all, this was a body and a frame Wednesday afternoon, and it's Friday.
Well, yesterday morning, it was a frame on a lift.
Yeah. We're pretty good. We're pretty good at this, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're coming in hot. Oh, it didn't rub right there.
Yeah. That's why I made some room.
All right, what's next, buddy?
Obviously, there's some stuff to fine tune, but as quick as we put it together, it's really fun.
I say we just rust spot the back of the car and leave it just looking like
Try
that.
to match the rust, match that patina. This is an awesome car. We did, the frame upgrades, and beyond that, just a couple things, the full suspension and the fuel injection, and this thing absolutely has been transformed. Once we get it really dialed in, this thing's gonna be a peach.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm really stoked on it. Anyway, don't forget to check us out between episodes on social media. I'm Tangelo96 on Instagram.
Mobile Tech Lucky.
And the show is Hot Rod Garage Show on Facebook and Instagram.
That's it?
That's it, man. Let's go. I want to keep driving this.
Contact. Aren't you supposed to be on a plane?
Yeah.
And cut.